Harry Kowalski, age 17, also known as Snow, was raised in the streets of London. He grew up in Kennington and went to school there, surrounded by council flats, sirens in the distance, and people just trying to survive. Raised by his single mother, life was never easy. Money was always tight, and there were weeks where putting food on the table felt like a battle they were losing. Harry saw the stress in his mum's eyes every day, and it sat heavy on his chest. His father left when he was still young, disappearing without much explanation. From that moment on, Harry felt like he had no choice but to step up. He grew up fast, learning responsibility before he learned how to enjoy being a kid. While other boys were outside causing trouble, Harry spent most of his time in his room, headphones on, escaping reality through music. That room became his safe space. Using BandLab on his phone, he began turning his pain into lyrics. Every beat carried a piece of his life, the struggle, the hunger, the anger, and the hope. Music wasn't just a hobby for Harry. It was therapy. It was how he survived. Late nights turned into early mornings as he recorded track after track, chasing a sound that felt honest. When he finally started pushing his music out to the public, the response was quiet. His latest releases barely scraped 100 views. No comments, no recognition, no overnight success. But Harry didn't care. He wasn't making music for clout or numbers. The music helped him breathe. As long as someone, somewhere, heard his story, that was enough. One night, his childhood friend Sean pulled him aside after listening to a new track. Sean told him straight, no sugarcoating, that he had something special, that he had real potential. "You can make it big if you don't stop," he said. Those words stuck with Harry. They replayed in his head louder than any beat. From that moment on, Harry's mindset changed. He stopped doubting himself and started grinding harder. More writing, more recording, more learning. He studied artists who came from nothing like him, analyzing how they turned pain into power. He began sharing his music more confidently, performing for small crowds, even if it was just a few people in a room. Harry knew the road ahead wouldn't be easy. There would be setbacks, days where quitting felt easier than continuing. But every time he thought about giving up, he thought about his mum, about Sean's belief in him, and about the kid he once was, hungry and dreaming. He wasn't just grinding for himself anymore. He was grinding for his family, for his future, and for every kid growing up in the same streets who needed proof that there was a way out. Snow wasn't just a name. It was a reminder that even in the coldest conditions, something real can still grow.